Welcome to the Solomon Show. Thank you so much for watching. I hope everyone is doing well. Welcome to the Valentine's Day special with the Solomon Show. This is going to be part 4 of our month-long celebration. On today's panel, we have Mara. We also have, returning again, Aaron. And last but not least, I'm your host, Solomon. Let's begin with our first story. What's our first story?
All right, surprise! Dry wedding and no dancing.
Okay.
I've just attended a wedding with no drinking or dancing. What made this worse is that we had no idea since it wasn't written on the invite or wedding website. I'm not sure what's an acceptable wedding gift after this encounter. Known the bride distantly for a year or so. For context, I've been to many 50 or so dry weddings before due to cultural and religious norms outside the USA. However, those weddings compensated alcohol with a great time on the dance floor, dancing, hooting, and hollering, etc. We had to travel a long way to get to this wedding, and we were shocked to learn that no alcohol is served during cocktail hour or throughout the night. I didn't mind this, but once the reception started and I saw people sitting and drinking coffee and the shitty music and food, I knew we were doomed. It was disappointing because we drove in dancing to 70, 80 classics and we were ready to hype everyone up. On the bright side, I will never be blindsided by surprises like this again. I'll always be prepared. P.S. Before anyone says, oh, you can't really enjoy one night without drinking or dancing. Sorry, I don't drink besides the 6 or so holidays and events in a year. Also, out of the 10 or so friends invited, everyone was surprised. Edits after 3 days.
Time out.
Okay.
Is it so bad?
We had a dry wedding.
Mine's gonna be. I'm not. I don't know. It's so offensive.
We didn't do dancing at the end either.
No, but I felt it was like lively enough.
Yeah, because we had the program.
Yeah.
Like games.
But this person is talking like it's so offensive. Like they didn't have dancing. They didn't have alcohol. Like
I don't think it's that offensive. I don't know.
That's
I was like, that's news to me.
Yeah, this person's talking.
I hope none of our wedding guests were offended by our dry wedding.
No, because I don't know if a lot of people drank anyway.
In the wedding, yeah.
Yeah, because for the most part, like the ones that we invited, our college friends who were the ones who don't drink.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So
I mean, it's nice because like for mine, I'm gonna have like a program too that I'm gonna make, and it's just simple.
Yeah.
Come together, say the vows.
I guess you have
and
to
then
put
sit
it in
down
the
and
wedding
eat
invite.
And da. But like, cause I don't want any drunken sloppy mess like all these stories and stuff like.
Yep.
Wow. Okay.
So edit after 3 days of posting. Not sure where you guys think that opting out of giving a gift. I'm asking what is an acceptable amount that won't be insulting. Based on the several replies concerning sunk costs, hotels, Ubers, dog sitters, since it wasn't disclosed in covering your plate mentality. Yeah.
I just think she got her hopes up, but I don't know.
I thought, you went to the wedding and
Enjoy the wedding.
enjoy the
food.
wedding.
Yeah.
Look, I'm sorry, girl, but you are missing the point. You're
exactly. You're missing the point.
I'm sorry, off with her head. I have to say it, off with her head. Poster, you're done. You're going to somebody's wedding. It's their day, their way.
Yeah,
so
to
that's
celebrate.
what they wanted. If you want to sing, you want to dance, whatever you want to do, drink, you go to a club, go to a party, but it's their
After
day,
the
not
wedding,
your
yeah.
day. So
Could have done
you're
it
done.
after the wedding on their dime. So
You're done.
yep.
I'm good.
I
You guys
agree.
good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, next. Now it's time for the quote of the day. Today's quote of the day is, "The happiest people are those who forgive, forget, help, care, love, and smile. They are givers, not takers. Now, on to our next story. What's the next story?
All right, it's been 7 years and I'm still upset about what they did to our car during our wedding reception.
Wow.
My husband and I are traditional Catholics and we had a traditional Latin mass for our wedding. In Latin.
Wow.
The only thing I asked of my guests was that they dress modestly and that women wear veils or hats during Mass. I tried to be a very easygoing bride. My wedding was to be a family friendly event. Kids were welcome, and I even made them coloring books and had crayons for them. Also, our traditional Catholic priest attended the reception. Once dinner was finished, my brother, who is an adult, and cousin, adult male, came up to me and informed me that my brother had put his luggage in our car without our knowing it and that they needed one of us to take them back to our car. So my husband took them several blocks away to the only place we could find to park it. When he finally got back, a few more people claimed they needed to go to the car as well to help my brother carry his stuff. I don't know why I didn't catch on to how strange that was. I find it strange. But my mind was so preoccupied, and so was my husband's, that we just didn't question it. More and more people kept demanding my husband take them to the car, meaning he missed a lot of his own wedding reception, which killed me. People from my own family even started making ugly jokes about how he must have already left me and how he made sense that he would, which is still stinks to this day, especially since for a long time I believed no one could ever love me. I'm not what most people think is pretty or attractive, and I wasn't asked out on dates in high school or college. In fact, my husband was my real first date, my first kiss, my first boyfriend, my first everything, which is kind of sweet now, but I was just rejected a lot. And those who were joking that it makes sense that my husband would leave me before our wedding night just hurt so bad. When the reception came to its end and we all started cleaning up, I found out something was wrong with the car. I kept asking what was going on, but everyone refused to answer me. It was highly stressing me out. I stared, having a panic attack. I just kept asking what was going on, and everyone just ignored me or deflected. It was infuriating. Then I saw it. My brother, cousin, sister in law, and a bunch of my husband's younger family members had gotten a hold of colored soap
What?
and drawn a bunch of male and female private parts all over the car, along with the F word, as well as many other mean words and drawings. It looked horrible. I just walked inside and sobbed. I couldn't understand why me. I had tried so hard to be good to everyone. My own mother came over laughing at my reaction and telling me how this is normal and how everyone has that done to their car. You should have expected this. And my favorite, oh, let it go already, because it was classic. This is when I'd like to remind you that my wedding had a traditional Catholic priest and children in attendance. While I sat inside sobbing while my mom and a few others went on about how my reaction was wrong, my aunt and the family friend, who I later learned provided the color soap, not even dreaming they use it like that, had filled cups with water and paper towels and were doing their best to wash it all off. I remember driving off that night in complete silence. There was no fanfare, just washed it off, get over it already. The next morning, we went through a car wash just in case something got missed. I still don't understand why this happened to me and my husband. I've been to plenty of weddings and never once have I seen anyone do that to the couple's car.
Yeah.
Time out, time out, time
Yeah.
out. I mean, it's like I said before, family is just a word. You have to remember that because you pick and choose who you have in your life. This is crazy toxicity. Look, It's one thing if, first of all, I've been to a lot of weddings, never heard of this, never
Yes,
seen
never heard of
this.
that.
It's
Never
very
heard of that.
vulgar, very offensive, especially the family thing. You have to think about the kids. Like, this is what you want kids doing at their schools and stuff, like tagging, all this kind of stuff, is not okay. But the other thing too is, okay, let's just pretend this is normal. Let's pretend it's a joke, right? If you care about the bride and you see her crying, you'd be like, oh my gosh, I'm sorry, like I didn't mean to offend you. If you care about the person, these people clearly don't care about you, and they say, oh, you know what, get over it, da da da, that's abuse. No. Okay, sorry, I just had to say that.
Yeah. All right. I forgot where I left off. I still don't understand why this happened to me and my husband. I've been to plenty of weddings and never once have I seen anyone do that to the couple's car. If their car is decorated, it's always done nicely with sweet words about the
Yeah.
couple, with hearts and flowers drawn all over, and of course the just married on the back window. Why couldn't our car look like that? Why did we have to be the ones with the crude drawings and words to add insult to injury? My sister in law chose to take photos of herself draped across our car, then use it as her Facebook banner for years.
Wow.
But you know what? That's fine, because guess what? That's nothing to do with you. When people see that, they're gonna view her as trashy, right? Like, this is what she decides to pose as her background. Good luck getting a husband.
Oh, and I forgot to mention, they also stole toilet paper from the public bathrooms and toilet paper our car and the surrounding area. My husband and I signed an agreement that that wouldn't happen, and that if it did, we would have to pay a large fine that we frankly couldn't afford. By the grace of a God, a member of security saw me sobbing about it and told administration. So they forgave us and we weren't charged the fine,
That's really nice.
and said they were sorry. That happened to us. 7 years. And I still can't remember my wedding reception without thinking about this. Can't even look at my wedding photos without being reminded that this is how our own families treated us. We didn't have a lot of money. We spent pretty much all we had on this little wedding, but that ruined the whole thing. And I still want to cry thinking about it. On the bright side, my husband and I are still happily married
Good.
and very much in love. At the end of the day, the wedding is only the beginning, the rest of our lives, and I've had a happy one for the most part. So there is a happy ending of this story. I just wish it was a happier story.
No, no, no. You got the point out of life.
Yes.
You learned the lesson, and I'm really happy for you. But 7 years and you're still bothered. That's too long. It's time to move on. Stay away from the family. It sounds like both families are bad, and it's good they show their true colors. And especially sister-in-law, you put that kind of picture. If my brother puts a picture like that, I'd be like, Mom, you better see what your son's doing. Like, this is crazy. And plus, you're making me look bad too because I'm related to you.
I don't understand
So-
the part where the family members, hey, you need to bring me to the car. You need to bring me to the car. I don't understand that part.
And why did the husband was bringing them to the car? What's the point?
Can you just get the car keys?
No, I think what happened was they were getting the husband to, because they probably don't know what car they drive, so taking me to your car so I can see, so I can decorate, to point out the car in the
see.
parking lot.
He didn't know that it was this kind of decoration.
Oh, I
So-
see. Yeah, because the aunt provided the chalk to the, and they didn't know which car it was.
But
too.
what parties do these people go to?
Like,
No,
how is this
I think they were
normal?
just trying to be cruel to her, and mission accomplished, and him too. It sounds like they're both outcasts in their own families, but it's fine. I'm glad that they had having a nice time together, nice life together. So that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
let it
Good
be.
for them.
It's time for Time to Say Cheese, Valentine's edition. Gabriel, I hope you like my surprise when you see this. Happy Valentine's Day. And happy Valentine's Day, everybody else. I hope you're having an amazing month because love is in the air. All right, time for our next story.
What's the next story?
My mother took over my sister's wedding. My younger sister was getting married to her wonderful husband, completely mean that. He is epic. And we were all very excited. She wanted my mom and I to be part of the planning process from day one. My mother decided that she basically wanted to plan everything, taking over the decorations, deciding the design for the cake, everything but the dresses. My sister chose beautiful burgundy dresses for the wedding party that flattered everyone in a gorgeous dress that brought out her complexion. During this entire time, my mother was not communicating anything with my sister, and I wasn't given any during this either. Even though my sister specifically said she wanted my help as well. To top it off, she was flat out complaining that my sister wasn't doing anything. A few weeks rolled around and they go shopping for the glass pieces my mother wanted for the table decor. She bought a shit ton. So much that there was way too much to fit on the tables they were going to use.
Oh, wow.
So, a week before the wedding, my mother goes to stay with my sister so they could get the decorations my mom had imagined done. The entire time, her and my mother were at each other's throats, mainly because my sister wasn't following the vision my mother had imagined, and she was feeling stressed and tired, as to be expected, so close to her own wedding. The day before the wedding, my dad dropped me off to help them. My sister thanked me for coming to help so I could help her feel less stressed and help finish what was done. The big thing being the decorations for the couple's table. I fix the table while my sister and mother are doing food stuff in the kitchen are still arguing. I come in to diffuse, and the rest of the day was spent trying to keep my mother from harping my sister. Day of, it is my mother in a freaking fit. She is yelling and screaming at everyone to hurry up and get shit ready, to get dressed, all sorts of crazy shit. The groom's family comes in and tries to help because it is his day, so they should be a part of it too. And she gets pissed. She's basically starts being rude to everyone, being passive aggressive because it's not what she wanted. Never mind that my sister and her fiance wanted it or not. My sister and I stayed in the bathroom so I could do her makeup and give her some peace. She gave me a huge hug and thanked me for being there to keep her sane. Other people started stepping in to keep her from being so crazy. My mother basically acted like a complete child, refusing to come outside to the ceremony, not talking to anyone except in short, curt statements, crying and being angry. It wasn't making anyone stop what they were doing. The topper and everything was when she refused to sit with anyone at any table and decided to hide behind the house. She and my dad waited until after the toast before they left, but they did leave very early because no one wanted her there. What my mother doesn't know is that the photographer asked my sister if she wanted a photo with a special person, and she chose me. If she ever finds that out, we will never hear the end of how much we hate her. Not easy having a narcissist for a mother, but the experience taught me two things. Invite, don't ask her to help, and spend all my money on food, drinks, and fun instead of a ton of decorations you don't want to do with you don't know what to do with afterwards. So that's it.
Wow. I've heard this story so many times. That's why I said your day, your way. That's it.
But I wonder if it's like the mom, you know, besides being a tiger mom, or is it like you're doing it wrong and let me do it, that kind of thing, or is it like the mom trying to kind of, oh, I never got this wedding, I want
Yeah.
to do it
Yeah,
right,
Yeah.
right?
And that's fine. So throw your own wedding or throw your own vow renewal or throw
Yeah,
your own
exactly.
party.
Yeah.
My day,
Make it
my
her
way.
Yeah, exactly.
My day, my way.
Oh.
Oh my gosh. I have a friend, she wanted like kind of a big wedding, 100 people, but then her in-laws and then the husband's in-laws were like basically turned to 500 people.
Oh,
Oh,
And
wow.
yeah, she was so stressed. She's like, I just want to call off the wedding, go to the courthouse, and go on
gosh.
honeymoon. Like, I can't
Yeah.
take it anymore. Like, the parents just keep making it so crazy. And they're like, okay, mom, you do it. I don't want to do it anymore. I don't want to do it. Whatever you tell me to do, I'll do it.
Yeah.
But it's sad that they ruined the day. Like, I don't know what the parents are thinking. And I'm sure if anybody told the mom, oh, sorry, like, can you just stop? Like, let me take over. Then she's going to be more, I had this talk with Gabriel. I said, if this ever happens, let's just pretend. Worst case scenario, we just make an announcement. Hi, everybody. Just letting you know, this isn't our wedding. This is our party. We're having a party today. And then have another wedding and not invite
that's
who the
true.
person is.
Yeah,
Really,
yeah,
because
yeah,
then,
exactly.
okay, yeah, we downgrade to party.
Yep. That's a good point. All right.
Anything else?
That's all.
All right, that's it.
We're not done yet. It's time to say cheese round 2, Valentine's Day edition. It's story time.
All right, what's our next story?
My mother slapped the bridesmaid.
What's her name, Amanda?
My mother. Okay, all right.
So am I in the wrong? My husband and I, both 21 years of age, got engaged in February of 2023. We told our families in the following week, and my side of the family were all super happy for us and helpful throughout the whole wedding planning and help us with money with a lot of us asking, which we were super thankful for and wouldn't have been able to make such an amazing ceremony. I have a very large, close family. My husband's side of the family is on the smaller side of scale. His parents didn't have much of a reaction when we told them, except cool, which my husband and I thought was odd to say the least. But they warmed up the whole thing about 2 months into our engagement. It was pretty smooth sailing for the planning, the wedding. We rented a huge plot of land in a national forest by a lake for the whole weekend for our family. So the wedding day comes, it's pretty perfect, beautiful natural light in the woods with a sunflower altar. We kiss, get married, paperwork done and signed, and now it's time to celebrate. We're all sipping and drink on beer or liquor, having a good time, and I come to find my mother completely trashed, blackout drunk,
Oh, shoot.
almost passed out on a picnic table with my stepdad also blacked out, trashed, almost falling asleep, just sitting there trying to keep themselves from face planting into cement from their drunk mess. So my bridesmaids and groomsmen and husband and I tried to get them up to their bed, but stepfather just walked right up the little hill to their tent and was fine. So I started walking down to see the progress they made, cause even though my stepdad made it up the hill with no problem, he was slow and still surpassed my mother with like 6 people helping her to her tent. When I was about 10 feet from my mom and the group of people trying to help her, one of my bridesmaids had her hand on her face with her boyfriend and was a groomsman and told me my mother had backhanded her in the face because she didn't want help.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
So I marched to my mother and screamed at her for it and blew a fuse while screaming. I then grabbed her arm and dragged her halfway to her tent while berating her in rage until she ripped her arm from my grasp and tried to fight me. That's when I left the group, figured it out, and I went start gathering table centers to get an early start for clean in the morning because that was the end of the night. My husband came and calmed me down and ended the night together, which was nice, and that was that. We wake up to my mother walking into our cabin the morning after our effing wedding. We were both obviously naked, and I yelled at her to get the F out now, and my husband and I both could tell that she was still drunk from the night before.
How much did you drink?
She did leave after I yelled, "Get the F out." I then couldn't sleep after that. And that was at around 7:30ish a.m. So that was super fun. So I got dressed and went out to try to find something to eat or drink, and my mom kept trying to talk to me after I told her several times to just not talk to me right now, and that I need time to process everything and figure out what I want to do from there with our relationships standpoint. And I sat down and I told her that I think it clicked in her head that I'm super serious and very hurt by her actions. I packed all of me and my husband's stuff, cleaned up the cabins and the vent hall, and left them there to do the details, which they did. My husband and I went home and I cried on his shoulder about what had transpired, and I was confused and conflicted on why they would get that drunk. Knowing she can't handle alcohol good, but then starts doing shots with everyone she can. I'm at a crossroads with what to do now, almost a month later. Am I in the wrong?
All I have to say is, first poster, this is why we don't have alcohol at our wedding.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. This is why I don't want, I mean, my mom would never do something like that, but, or anybody I know, I think. But, yikes, that's a weird situation.
Yeah, that is a weird situation.
I mean, I don't know their history, but I'm hoping this is just a one-time thing. But I don't think there's any point talking to the mom right now because she's still super drunk.
Yes.
Like, maybe talk next week. I guarantee
exactly.
you she doesn't remember anything.
Oh, yeah.
But just let her know what happened. Let that marinate and see what the mom's response is. And if you're okay with the response, then sure, patching's up. But if you're not, then this is a very big deal.
Yeah.
Like going from does not drink or cannot hold liquor to shots with everybody.
Yeah, that's like...
That's a big jump.
But I
That's
mean,
funny.
it's bad because it makes you look so bad in front of your friends, family, and all
Yeah,
that
that's
stuff.
true.
Like, I would totally check in on the bridesmaid and apologize, and it's not cool. Like, you assaulted somebody, and then I'm like traumatized from the incestual coming in, barging in when I'm with my husband, like double traumatized, like just so weird.
Yeah, weird situation.
Good luck to you.
Good luck.
That's all I have to
Keep
say.
your mother away from liquor.
Anything else?
No, that's all.
All right.
Last but not least, it's time to say cheese, the final round, Valentine's Day edition. Here's our little Tessa. She wants to get in on the celebration as well. She says, I love you too, daddies. Here's our last story.
All right, so last story.
All right, here's a long one. My 30-year-old male best man and 31 male. No, he's 30-year-old male, and his best man is 31-year-old male. Stole my wife, 30-year-old female. And I think he's back to take my girlfriend, 29-year-old female.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so story time. 6 years ago, I, 30-year-old male, was getting married. My best friend, 31-year-old Judas.
How appropriate.
No, it says fake names to protect identities.
Oh, okay.
Was my best man. I was getting married to Leah, 30-year-old female. Our friend group was very, very close. There were 8-9 of us, and we always did everything together. Days out, game nights, holidays, etc. Anytime a friend would bring another female friend into the group, Judas would end up hooking up with them, as he was generally just naturally very funny and charismatic, which is a big part as to why to everyone's best man, but he was never a threat to our relationship because we were all such good friends. Just over a year into our marriage, Leia and I started having issues. I'm in the army, So I'm at camp throughout the week, returning home Friday evenings and leaving again early Monday mornings. This meant we only really got weekends together, and I'd always want to spend them with the group. And she mostly wanted time alone, just the two of us, as she will have seen the group through the week. This, among other things, caused a lot of arguments, and we ended up separating.
Wow.
While all this was going on, two of our friends, Judas's cousin Andrew, 29-year-old male, and his fiancee Phoebe, 29-year-old female, were 3 days away from their wedding. Judas, of course, being the best man too, when Andrew confessed to Phoebe that he had been cheating on her with a co-worker of 6 months, so could not go ahead with the wedding. On what would have been their wedding day, a couple of us went to Phoebe's for drinks to take her mind off everything. And her and Judas slept together. Worst best man ever. Those two had always been very close, to be fair, but we were all very surprised finding out. They apparently drunkenly did it a few more times over the next month
Drunkenly
that's
did
not
it.
enough.
before
No.
deciding to end all that. While Leia and I were separated, I'd still be trying my best to resolve things and work it all out. But she was slowly getting less and less interested in the idea of us. I later found out this was because she was spending all her time with Judas. They had gotten into a relationship, and he was basically living in the house I was paying half the mortgage for. Worst best man ever. When I found out, I angrily texted him, "You're dead to me." To which he replied solely with an image of the word goodbye
Oh.
highlighted on a Ouija board. Naturally, Leia and I went through the whole divorce process, and her and Judas were happy in their relationship. Judas, Leia, and Andrew were all out of our little friend group. The rest of us went out to celebrate when the divorce had finalized, and Phoebe and I ended up hooking up.
Okay.
Fast forward to now. Phoebe and I have been in a relationship for 3 years now. So Phoebe was supposed to be married to Andrew.
Yep.
And then now Andrew's out of the friend group, Judas is out of the friend group, and Leia, his ex-wife, is out of the friend group.
Basically, one big hot mess. One big mess.
That doesn't make you better than what's his name? Judas.
Judas.
I mean, I guess, but still.
It is a mess.
No, because Judas hooked up with Phoebe like after the wedding was canceled.
I guess, but still within the same friend group, and then you'd think you want to, I guess.
Judas is going to find the wrong person one day that's with a psycho, and the psycho and Judas are going to go at it, and Lady Gaga's going to make a song about it, and that's it.
He reminds me of Barney.
Oh, Lord,
From
yeah,
How I
yeah,
Met
yeah,
Your
yeah,
Mother.
yeah.
Like stealing women
yeah.
of Marshall, yeah.
So fast forward to now, Phoebe and I have been in a relation for 3 years now. Leia and Judas have split. She's now with some other man, and he's single. Andrew has gotten married. He actually made it to the altar this time, and yes, Judas was his best man.
Oh, man.
And yeah, just to think that Judas hooked up with Phoebe, when he get angry at that. So who knows what's going to happen down the line with the worst best man and Andrew's new wife.
Yeah.
Yesterday, I wanted to surprise Phoebe. I set off to camp early Monday morning like I always do, except I booked this week off in secret. I waited for her to go to work, and then I came back to decorate the bedroom with flowers, her favorite chocolates. I parked my car a block away so she doesn't know I'm home. When she comes home, I surprise her, but I see she's on FaceTime. I'm 90% sure the face I see is Judas.
No.
But she very quickly ends the call. You could check the phone.
Yeah.
Early in our relationship, she drunkenly confessed to me that she thought her and Judas would have ended up together after what would have been her wedding night, and that she was sad when he ended up calling that off for Leia. So my heart sank. She told me it was just her brother on the phone, but I don't believe her.
Wait, time out. Dude, This Judas is a scumbag. Why anybody would want to be with him blows my mind. If you know this guy is a cheater, why you can even get with him? Why you can even talk to him? You know it's gonna be a disaster. The way it starts is the way it ends.
And he's out of the friend group. Like, leave him out of the friend group.
Oh my gosh.
I had also surprised her with a trip to Disneyland. She's always wanted to go in the near future where I had planned to propose. But now I'm unsure if I should go through with this. If Judas had managed to worm his way back into her life, I need help. I don't know what to do.
Break up, tell her be with Judas. Done.
I've been at my parents' awake all night, and I'm dreading going back home to have a conversation. Do I confront her on this or go ahead with the planned trip and proposal?
No.
If he is for a happier life. I'm sorry this is so long. I have left it as short as I could. There's 6 years worth of drama I've tried to condense. Too long to read. My worst best man got into a relationship with my wife while we were separated and ultimately divorced. My current girlfriend confessed to having feelings for that best man in the past, and now he has resurfaced into her life just as I was preparing to propose.
No. If you have doubts now, just end it.
And there's more.
Oh my
Okay, there's like
Oh boy. Alright.
Secondly, there's seems to be a few things I need to clear up.
Okay.
I am from the UK. When I refer to camp, I literally mean base. I don't have to stay there for the whole week, but it is 90 minutes to 2 hour drive back home. I know that doesn't seem far to you Americans, as you have to drive 2 hours to get off your streets, but it's too long for me. Nobody remained friends with Judas.
Okay.
I did put that in the original post, but a lot of people skimmed over it. Him, Leia, and Andrew all left the group around the time Judas and Leia's relationship was public knowledge. When I wanted to spend time with the friend group, Leia would have been there too, so I was completely neglecting her. For those asking, Judas kept his teeth because I literally have not seen him even once since I found out. After another point, a few skipped over. Judas and Andrew were cousins, so they were always going to remain friendly and take each other's sides. I didn't immediately demand to see her phone to check the FaceTime because I panicked.
Wait, Judas and Andrew are cousins.
Yeah.
Wasn't Andrew with Phoebe?
Yes, Phoebe.
So doesn't that break the bro code? But this is actually your actual family. Remember, family's just a word, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
Phoebe was his...
disrespectful
Your
to
cousin's almost
Andrew.
wife.
Yeah. What the heck? This guy has no
No
limits
boundaries.
to how low he'll go. Wow.
Boundaries are invisible.
All right, so I went into fight or flight and clearly chose flight. Not really what you want from a man supposed to defend your
No.
country, but
No.
hey,
That's good. No, that's good. Take the high road.
no, I don't know who Kel Knight is. I don't know what that's about. Anyway, back to it. After leaving and going to my mom's, Phoebe had been messaging, trying to call, basically just asking to explain herself. I'd say I'd be back later. After posting on here and reading, replying for a while, I managed to get some sleep. I've been up all night. First thing I did when I woke up was call Phoebe's brother, explain to him my plan to propose. So surely he would be the one to break that to her when I chose to leave her. I also asked if had been in contact with her recently. He said no. The FaceTime can't have been him then. I get back home ready with everything I need to say, ready to call Phoebe out on her bullshit. Before I can speak, she hands me her phone, tells me I can look through, that she's deleted nothing, and that she'd like to talk and explain rather than shout and argue. There's nothing in the FaceTime call logs, but in her regular call log, there's a Snapchat video from Judas. I was kind of relieved that I wasn't just being a paranoid mess, but obviously my heart sank. She said that Snapchat was the only place she could find him because he was in her blocked list, so she should have just unblocked him. Sounds to me like Phoebe was the one that had gone looking to contact Judas. I read through a bunch of saved messages on there. To be fair, it was mostly just boring chit chat and talking about musicals. Stopped reading when I got a message from Phoebe to Judith saying, I miss you. Clicked on his profile to delete and block him for her and saw at the bottom of the page when they became friends on there. It was dated just a week before. So at least they haven't been talking for very long, I guess. What also caught my eye was in the saved pictures, there's a picture of her feet. Phoebe claims that's from a long, long time ago.
Wait, time out. People, why go through this? Have you guys ever had to do this with each other?
No!
It's not normal. Just break up and move on.
Yeah.
Why are you going to be a private investigator? Let's just be intuition. Intuition is enough.
Yeah, you're not
That's
married.
it.
Just
Yeah, you're
like,
not married. Don't
you're not
propose.
married,
Don't
it's fine.
propose.
Yeah, enough is enough. Oh my gosh.
So
What else?
apparently, Snapchat still saves all the previously saved pictures when you unblock someone. Does anyone know if that's actually true? I'm not so familiar with it. Either way, I deleted and blocked him for her. She then explained that she only re-added Judas because she was always feeling lonely with me, away 4 nights a week.
That's
And
what
she-
friends are
There
for.
it
Oh
And
my
she just needed a
gosh.
friend.
It is.
I don't know why our current friends weren't good enough for that, but whatever. She was making all the same complaints my ex-wife had been making before we separated.
And look where she went.
Yeah.
To Judas's arms.
So why don't you guys just have the talk and work on it? Like, how's the rest of your guys' life gonna be together? Forget it.
All right. I've told her for this to work, she needs to keep Judas out of our lives. I told her I'll look for work outside the army and leave. I'm a mechanic there, so I assume I can find work in the garage or something easy enough. We spent the week together and it was fine. I'm now currently back at base and I'm deciding on if I follow through on that promise to leave and look for work elsewhere or if I completely jump ship and literally just move elsewhere in the country. Probably still look for work as a mechanic somewhere too, start brand new, and not have my career keep costing me relationships. Too long to read. Phoebe had started speaking to Judas again because she was lonely. I'm either going to leave the army and stay with her, or I'm going to move cities and cut all ties with everyone and start again.
Yes,
I'm
please.
still figuring it out. I think I've lost a lot of trust in her. Thanks for reading. Thanks for the advice. Any further advice is always appreciated.
You know what I'm gonna say? Off with her head, off with Judah's head, on to the next.
Cut all ties.
That whole group is a mess. The
Yes.
cousins sleeping with the other cousins, man, it's just,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
Anything else to add to that?
No.
Happy
Good luck.
Valentine's Day.
Good luck.
Happy Valentine's
Happy Valentine's Day.
And now it's time for Solomon's Words of Wisdom. Hi, everybody. So, since we're on the topic of love, I will say that some people have maybe too much in love and in a rush to be in love, and hence we have the show 90 Day Fiancé, which I don't know if you've seen it for yourself, but my mom got me into it during the pandemic, and I got super addicted and tried to start from the beginning and watch all the way till now. And I felt like, well, I can't travel anywhere, but I'm traveling through the show. So for those of you that aren't familiar with the show, it's basically about somebody, well, the first 100 seasons, I guess, is about somebody from the US talking to somebody online from somewhere out in the world, random countries, right? And so they talk, fall in love, they meet up, and the person tries to bring the person to the US to get citizenship, and they have 90 days to get married. That's the premise to the show. Now they have 90 Day Fiancé UK, where someone in the UK is doing that with somebody around the world. But anyways, my whole point is, don't fall in love with somebody you meet on vacation. Don't marry somebody that you meet on vacation. The reason why I say that is because I've seen probably 100 seasons of 90 Day Fiancé, and how many of them actually work out? Like, I could probably count them on one hand. So when you think about it, you're on vacation, you're in a good mood, you're cheerful, you want to have a good time. Yeah, you can meet somebody and have fun and whatnot, but don't just, woo, they proposed to me on after a day or two. It's like, is that normal? You have to think about it outside the box. If you were living where you are now and you met somebody and they proposed to you after a day or two, you don't think that would be incredibly weird? Borderline psycho? Whatever. Like, even you date here, 1 or 2 dates, and somebody says, "Oh, I love you." You're not going to be like, you don't even know me. Like, why would you say that? Let alone get on a knee and propose. So I'm just saying. Real life example. So there's somebody that I used to work with, and she went on vacation, let's just make in general, to the Caribbean. Went to the club, hooked up with some guy. He ended up proposing. She ended up getting pregnant very early on and came back here. She tried to bring him over and stuff. She had the baby. And guess what? He went bye-bye. Like a lot of the episodes, a lot of the seasons. So just be careful. Don't fall in love when you're on vacation. I mean, maybe if you've known the person for a long time and you're going on vacation. I'm talking about like under normal circumstances. Yes, you can fall in love on that kind of vacation, but not that, oh, I'm on vacation somewhere for the first time and after a day or two, the person tells me they love me, proposes, I say yes, and now we're on 90-Day Fiancé. Don't do it. It's not a good idea. More than likely, you'll see in the show too, that these people that do this, you have nothing to lose and everything to gain. So be loving. You could be a loving person, but just be careful who you give your heart to and don't just give it out for free like that. It's not good. It's going to end in disaster. So you got to make sure you love yourself too. Be kind to yourself too. So with that being said, take care, you guys. Happy Valentine's Day and love to you all. That's it for this episode. Thank you so much for all your love and support. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great rest of your week, and I'll see you next time. Don't forget to always be kind to one another. Take care.